Hey, yo, what's going on, Nine Empire? It's your boy Dizzle. Just want to make a quick video real fast. I'm not going to lie, I'm still reeling from yesterday, as I know a lot of you are. But I did get some encouraging news. It's not much, but I think it's a step in the right direction and a move that had to be made. If you haven't heard by now, Bill Cosby's gone. That's right. Bill Cosby is no longer our offensive coordinator, to where he can go back to his day job and make Jello pudding pop commercials. Yep. Jimmy Raye, no longer offensive coordinator. Quarterback coach Mike Johnson is going to step in for the rest of the year, be the coordinator. From what I'm hearing, Mike Johnson was eventually going to be tapped as a coordinator, but I guess it happened a little sooner than the Niners wanted it to happen. But there it is right there. Do know in 07 and 08, he was a quarterback coach for the Baltimore Ravens. Before that, spent a few years as a quarterback coach for the Atlanta Falcons. Worked with Michael Vick. So, yeah. Me, like I said, this was a move that had to be done. I don't know if Jimmy Raye was the weakest link, but he was one of the weakest links. I mean, not much aggressiveness in the offense, and all that dinking and dunking from Alex Smith to Frank Gore didn't help anything. Not getting his receivers involved enough. Now, is it all Jimmy Raye's fault? No. But I don't think he was a long-term solution for the 49ers. And I know Mike Singletary wants to make us a run-first team and run the offense through Frank Gore. That's all good and dandy. But like I said, Singletary, though a great motivator, he needs to take it to the next level as a coach. He needs to make adjustments when needed to, which is what he didn't do yesterday. And he needs to switch it up a bit. We have two other running backs, Westbrook and Dixon, in the wings, looking to help spell Frank Gore. Frank's the man, but he can't do it by himself. Open it up. Get the other running backs involved. You definitely need to get the receivers more involved. And which brings me to Crabtree. Now, I'm not trying to jump on Crabtree or anything like that, but over across the bay, up in Oakland, the guy that the Raiders selected before him last year seems to be pulling it together. Now, last year didn't seem like that, but in the offseason, he was making the strides. He was making an effort to get better. And Crabtree was too, except when it came to the preseason, and Crabtree just wanted to sit out because of a stiff neck or whatever. Now here it is. Crabtree hasn't played in 2 preseasons since he's been with the 49ers. Now there's a learning curve between him and Alex Smith, to where if Crabtree had been putting in more time in the preseason, things might be a little bit crisper. Because there's been 3 interceptions that Alex Smith has thrown Crabtree's way. It would be tipped and intercepted. Now, I'm not putting that all on Crabtree. It could be on Alex, need to be more precise with his throws. I don't know. But all I'm saying is it didn't help Crabtree's matter that, he sat out preseason games when he could have been using those preseason games to help get in sync with Alex Smith. And a lot of people say that preseason doesn't mean nothing. Record-wise, stat-wise, yes. But if you're trying to build a cohesiveness with a team, you better believe it's important. But overall, everyone as a team needs to step up. The offense, the defense, and the coaching. Now, like I said, a step in the right direction of getting rid of the pudding pop man. But like I said yesterday when I talked about the Chief game, I don't need Singletary to be a motivator. I need him to be a coach. Now, I haven't jumped off Singletary's bandwagon yet, not by a long shot. And I still believe he can still be a decent, good coach. But he needs to learn to make the adjustments when he has to. And he's going to have to start taking more risks. It's cool that the offense runs through Frank Gore. But there is no reason, with the talent that we have on offense and all the weapons that we have, we can't just rely on Frank Gore. I mean, we got to find a way to get Davis open. Crabtree's going to have to step it up. Everybody's going to have to step it up. Defensively, I'm not too worried about the defense as of yet, but we definitely got to do a better job of tackling guys. Because what I saw from the defense yesterday, outside of Nate Clements, made me sick to my stomach. I could not believe what I was seeing yesterday. Not the fact that we lost, but how we lost. And it made me sick to my stomach to where I had to turn the game off early. And that's rare for me. Win or lose, I watch the game throughout because I take it like a man. But that was difficult. Seeing my team, knowing that we're much better than an 0-3 team, just play shitty like that. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. I, as a 49er fan, the Niner Empire, we as fans, we deserve a whole lot more than what we saw against the Chiefs yesterday. The offense, the defense, and the coaching. Everybody's accountable. Now, I'm a little bit more positive than I was yesterday. I mean, going into work this morning and seeing that Jimmy Raye was fired kind of lifted my spirits a little bit. And I don't know a whole lot about Mike Johnson, but I do know from what I've read, he seems to be more up Alex Smith's alley of what Alex Smith wants to do. And Vernon Davis, when asked this morning, to compare Jimmy Raye to Mike Johnson, I guess Vernon Davis supposedly had a twinkle in his eye like, oh yeah, I can't wait. And Vernon Davis said he likes his creativity, which is what I think the Niners need to do on offense. We need to be more creative and stop being so predictable. I mean, telling the other team, oh, we're going to beat you with Frank Gore is just asking them to put 8 or 9 guys in a box. And when you do that, we're going to be in trouble. So the Niners are going to have to find a way to mix it up a bit. Frank Gore is our man. He will be the man. He always will be the man. But when something's not working, it's time to go to plan B or C or D or something else. We're 0-3. Atlanta, Philly, our next 2 games. I mean, I haven't jumping off the ship yet, but the time is now. Now's the time to stop bullshitting and make it happen. And going into this Atlanta game, I'm not going to lie, I'm worried. Only because of what I've seen so far. And the showing that they gave me yesterday gave me no boost of confidence going into Atlanta. Now, that's not to say we can't win that game, but really, that wasn't a vote of confidence for me. And if we play like we have been playing so far this season, with the exception of that, well, I'm going to include that Saint game because we turned the ball over. If we keep playing like we have been so far this season, it's going to be another long day in the ATL. And an ATL team who not only beat the world champions yesterday, but I'll remind you, if some of you have a short memory, beat us in our own house, 45-10, in our own house. Now, we play like we did yesterday and so far this season. What do you think is going to happen in the ATL when we're going to go on the road? Which is another thing we need to do. We need to start winning these goddamn road games. I mean, if other teams in the NFL are going to take us serious, we got to start winning on the road. So, basically, that's all I got. Peace out, Jimmy Raye. Hello, Mike Johnson. I don't know what you got up your sleeves, but obviously it can't be much worse than what Jimmy Raye was giving us. So, Jimmy Raye, it's nothing personal against you as a human being. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck up out of here. About time to go make your Jello pudding commercials. I know that was pretty bad, Bill Cosby impersonation, but anyways, that's all I got. Niner Empire, I'm still here. Let's turn this around. We can do this, but we got to get it together. I'll get with y'all next time. Late.